Well, a by-election this week that I really do think shows you what is to come in May. And I wrote about this today over at Heather News, my Substack newsletter. Do check out the article down below. I'll put a link to my article today and stay in touch with me over at Heather News. Now, what we've seen this week, yet again, is an absolute Conservative collapse. You can see there in this Scottish by-election, council by-election this week, it's actually the Lib Dems winning there, the SNP down, Labour down, the Conservatives collapsing, and Reform ahead of both Labour and the Conservatives in Scotland. And once again, when you look at the aggregate results of council by-elections, you can see the general trend here. Reform up massively, the Lib Dems up a bit, the Conservatives decimated, and Labour down to virtually nothing, and only really minor Green gains at the moment. In terms of the Scottish election more widely, the Scottish Parliament election, we've just seen some really interesting research that shows this, that it is Reform now who are the main challengers to the SNP. Reform have overtaken Labour, who are down. The Conservatives, they've lost more than half of their support in Scotland. And you can see here, it's Reform 9 points behind the SNP, who are down in terms of the regional vote there. It's Reform versus the SNP. I think in particular, this is a point that hasn't yet really sunk in for some. This isn't just about people disappointed in the Conservatives, because when you look at those who voted Labour in 2024, just 32% of them still back in the party in Scotland, and more Labour voters are switching to Reform than are switching either to the SNP or anywhere else. Also interesting in Scotland and quite noteworthy is when you look at yes voters from the 2014 referendum, the SNP only holding on to 61% of those, actually 16% of yes voters back in Reform. And when it comes to no voters, it's Reform narrowly behind Labour with no voters. But yeah, look, I think overall that indicates the massive political realignment we have to come later this year. Please do let me know though your thoughts on all that in the comments below. Please do whack this video a quick thumbs up, and of course as ever, cheers for watching.